Hi Gemini, welcome. My name is ClairV, and here we have January 2021's reading. What are the energies? Um, Overall energies, Gemini, before we even get into the cards, a lot has to do with the sky view. With astrology, we have Saturn and Jupiter conjunct in Aquarius. And this brings out new energy from us all. This is more free thinking. You guys are going to be more inclined to do some research on your own, to take action. You want to take action. Alright, let's get right into it. Before we get into your cards, I want to say that we pulled the buffalo, and that is buffalo is when you're an instrument for someone else's prayers. So how you're going to be useful this month is for someone else. Like you're gonna meet someone else's prayers. Okay. And you gotta ask. You can't just want and then it's come out. You gotta remember to ask the Great Spirit or God, the universe. We need help, we ask, and then we shall receive. Basically, we just want to already say thank you. Thank you, because what we need is already going to be provided for us. Remember that. This is a lot of new projects, brand new projects. Projects that, beginning of projects. And this is not on your own. This is projects working with other people. Is either being a partner or in a group, but this is not with you by yourself. We have, we want to remember that even when we're looking at something, we're looking dead at it. Like, I'm looking at this and I see a bull. I'm looking straight at it. I see a bull, the horns and everything. Even when I look close up, I see a bull. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. But in all reality, this is a Bengal tiger here. Now, this Bengal tigers are for healing. And basically, our scars, we don't want to hide our scars. Our scars are proof of our lives and what we've been through. And we want to know that even if we look right in front of us and we're saying, okay, this is this. And we can look at it and we can see, remember what I was saying about the Bengal. But remember that we have to really take a look and focus and observe on fine detail, because this is not what it seems. Whether it's a relationship, a situation, whatever the case may be, a person, it is not what it seems. It's not what it looks like. So we have to be observant of our surroundings. We have to be observant of who we are around. We need to watch the actions, not the words. Another thing that the Bengal tiger says is to tame our anger. Think before we act. Meditate. We want to go back to the beginning of our roots, where it all began. Maybe a lot of us are doing like DNA testing to see like where we came from. Things like that. History, our roots, our ancestry, where it all come from. We want to, I mean, we're doing research about that. We're doing a lot of research this month, a lot of gaining knowledge, wisdom. Maybe we need to go back to the beginning of a relationship and reassess the relationship or business or job. We need to reassess from the beginning. Whatever it is, we have to go back to the beginning. And we definitely can't do it alone, Gemini. So this is definitely things we want to get a group involved with. We want to remember that what we do start is not something that we get instant gratification. It's not something that we're gonna see results right away. This is where it's long-term. It's long-term goals, long-term what's the word I'm looking for? Results. So we want to get out the I can'ts out of our heads, because can'ts never could. Remember that you can do anything. And the drums noise. Okay, so we see them singing bowls or music. Drums in particular have everything to do with it. Drums is like a heartbeat, and it connects all of life. So this is all nations, all religions, all of everything, all of life together. This is we want to remember to be blunt and honest. Be blunt and honest. Gemini. Let's see this Ace of Wands. These new beginnings. Alright, so no long distance travel. We're going to stay around here. I guess there's a decision some of us are making. This decision. Maybe this is a document. We have to sign something, a decision on a house or a decision on a passport or travel. There's going to be a delay in that. There's some sort of delay. Whether the papers get lost or somebody won't sign it. Something with this document that is going to be delayed a little bit because of a decision or indecisiveness. So if we cut our ties, go back to the beginning and separate our emotions from we want to take our heart and our mind and separate it. Our thoughts and our feelings. We want to make sure that we're thinking logically and not with our hearts. Definitely want to think logical and practical thinking here, especially when it comes to business or routines and material things, actual life. We have this going and getting it. It's right in front of your face. Everything's right here. So there is a lot of secrets unfolding. Whether it's you, the secret keeper, but secrets are coming out. There's hidden truths, whether it's about yourself, And we're going to find that when we do this research, when we do this digging, when we go reflecting upon ourselves and others. Definitely doing a lot of inner work. And remember that we are working together here, Gemini. We must work together. When we work together, that's when we see the better results. Remember to get outside physically in the sun to do exercise, to stretch. We need the sun. Remember that this exercise is going to help us. Our bodies tell us about what we need. For instance, if we have swollen feet or swollen hands or something's, our feet are all cut up, our feet are very swollen and dirty, or something's wrong with our feet. When we have something wrong with our feet, we know that we're not digesting something properly. We're not looking at it in the right view. So when we get this message, we got to know to learn from our lessons. We are getting put in these situations so that way we learn from our mistakes. We learn from these lessons. And here we're not learning from these lessons. So that's when we know we have to learn from. We get put in these situations, whether bad, good, or indifferent. We get put in these situations so that way we can learn. And when we learn, we're teaching others. We're not keeping this information to ourselves. Again. Okay. So we're definitely letting go of these secrets are coming out. Everything's out now. And we're letting go. We need to change these chains to reins. We have what we once were connected to is now, we're now creating a disconnection with this. And that's good, because this, I don't know, you had to travel a long way, or we had to go the extra mile. We had to do extra. It was something negative, but you had to do something extra to get it. And now we have to leave that behind. Now we're starting to see the secrets are out. Basically, the cat's out of the bag. Constellations have a lot to do with it. So this has a lot, maybe this conjunction has a lot to do with it. Maybe do some research on this conjunction. Definitely we want to give and work with others. Aquarius has something to do with this too. And Capricorn, so I don't know what this instrument is. It's a microphone or maybe a lamp, but the full moon energies have a lot to do with it too. Let's try writing down our intentions in the full moon. Full moons are endings, new beginnings. So words are magic. We want to write down. If we write down these words, we're going to figure it out. And definitely we have to go back to where it all started, in the beginning of time. Maybe we're going to see where the original writings or some kind of original truths, books, Definitely want to do this on the full moon. Set intentions. And maybe you want to do this in a group. Definitely want a prayer and abundance. I got these awesome new cards. We're going to see. We pulled Ruthium. $83. Okay, this is Ruthium. These cards are so cool. They're each called Materia Prima, and each card represents a material or metal from the periodic table. This one is Ruthenium. Ruthenium, it's RU number 44, and it's 101.07. I'm going to read it and then we'll explain. Ruthenium is the epitome of awakened consciousness, a rare and refined entity that is in perfect balance with himself, others, and the world he inhabits. This awareness and exuberance for all life give him a vast range of interests, complemented by an easy, useful nature. Ruthenium is the steady backbone in a complex world. A changelessly truthful soul with an eloquent and principled character, and the faultless author of a story that lands just a little in just the right places in the endless, hidden play of the universe. So this is being aware, being balanced, knowledge, reassurance, stability. This goes back to what we were saying in the beginning of how we're doing research on where it all began. The beginning is just true knowledge of truth. So in order to find the truth, we're going to go from where it all began, the roots of it all, and we're going to be compassionate, understanding, and with ourselves too, because this is going to change our beliefs. Like, you can believe one way and say, this is the truth, and then you get presented with this information, this knowledge that goes against everything and all the belief that was once your truth. So once you're presented with this information, now you say, okay, well now this is not true. Now my belief is untrue. Now when we first get hit with this, it could cause some of us distress and pain, agony, like we've been lied to, like, and that secret comes out. When that comes out, it's going to be like disappointment, but happiness in a way. So, it's very, very, very important to meditate, especially at night. That's the full moon. That's the moon. Nighttime is where we get this connection, where we're going to have this connection with the subconscious. We got to bring everything that's subconscious to light, and in the moonlight at nighttime, that will make it better. Even yoga, everything in at night, it would better help you. Sunlight is good. 20 minutes of sunlight is like a necessity. But just as you need the sun, you need the moon as well. That moon's light is very illuminating, very helpful, especially when you're seeking wisdom and knowledge. And especially when it's like from a collective standpoint as a whole. Yeah, we want to definitely look out for deception, corruption. because it's definitely around us, and we have the moon and the high priest is the secrets, these things, these deceptions are coming out. But the lies are already, you stepped through the lies, we already went through the lies. Now that we are presented with the truth and we know this, now we have a lot of options. There's going to be some choices we're going to have to make, and it doesn't have to be like right away. We need to take our time making these, and remember to include others. Yeah, definitely gotta include others. And remember that, okay, so something might be physically holding us back, constricting us. We might be physically tied down for some reason. If we hurt a toe, or like something has got us to where our like hands are behind our backs in a way. Like there's basically nothing we can do about it. We can look at it that way. In a situation that we might have to just like take it for how it is. Like if we can't change this, it might have to do with not changing the situation. So we're gonna have to be acceptance. This has a lot to do with forgiveness too, how we're gonna forgive not only ourselves but others. This has to do with like a karmic lesson. Like what goes around comes around, kind of, sort of. Like what you reap what you sow. Like in the harvest, we planted these seeds, and these seeds are now growing. Now, depending on what type of seed you planted, we're now reaping either the rewards or the consequences. So we're going to remember for the next harvest what kind of seeds to plant. So that way we reap rewards instead of consequences. Okay. Gemini, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you so very much for all your time and everything, for finding me, your energy. Hopefully this serves you. As for Gemini rising, the sun or moon sign. We all have Gemini in our chart. So if you found this, it serves you purpose, and I appreciate that in you, and hopefully you take what you get out of it, and you leave what doesn't resonate, and you share and subscribe, and thank you. Mwah.